What's going on, everybody? We're live and alive from Chicago, Illinois. Sunny Chicago, Illinois. And you might be wondering, Hassan, what are you doing? That's because I am now a part of Fox News. Fox News 32 Chicago. Brought to you by Coca-Cola. Just kidding, Chicago's a Pepsi city. Brought to you by Pepsi. When you're famished, you should drink motor oil instead. I'm Hassan Piker. This is HASAN'S broadcast coming to you live. And I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic one. This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news, though. And a lot has happened since.
Can we get a fit check real quick?
Oh, you want to do a fit check? Yes. I'm wearing my Japanese fit. I got the diesel tank. I don't know what these pants are, but they're a Japanese brand. I got the Doc Martens. Okay. Boom. Of course, you got to do it with the white socks. You already know how it is. And also on top of that, at the top of this fit, I have my Chairman Mao jacket. Last night we ended the broadcast. There was a brief scuffle between me and a pro-Palestinian demonstrator outside. I want to make a quick note on that. In the immediate aftermath, while I was in the car, I was thinking about it, and I was like, I probably should not have even reacted to him. People might be wondering what happened. And I'll talk about it more extensively when I'm on the desktop side so we can like look at the footage and stuff. But those guys, they are doing the damn thing, okay? It doesn't matter that he said I was a sellout or whatever. We should not be making fun of this person. We should not be criticizing this person. It ultimately doesn't matter because he's out there, okay? He's out there. He's putting his body on the line. He's jeopardizing his future. He might, get criminal punishments specifically to protest against a horrific crime, the crime of genocide. So I think, yeah, sure, he was wrong to yell at me. I think misdirecting his anger at me is silly and, like I said, childish. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. I should have never reacted to him, and I don't think people should be making fun of him. But yeah, we got in the Uber. We went to the CHAPO TRUEANON live show last night. It was a CHAPO TRUEANON podcast taping that was live. I came in the intermission, and I participated in the pod a little bit, giving them the insider access on being a creator for Kamala, things like that. A lot of fun. And then I, of course, went home to pass the fuck out. Marche, on the other hand, betrayed me. That's right. Marche and I were supposed to go to, what was it, Au Cheval?
Yeah.
Au Cheval, which is the best burger in the Illinois state, in the city of Chicago, and perhaps in the fucking world. Now, you guys know me. I'm not invested in going out and doing stuff when I'm locked in. I'm working, right? This was the one exception where I told this fucking demon that is operating this goddamn camera that I would go with him to eat this burger, okay?
He wasn't gonna make it.
And he literally lied to me. He was like, oh, you're not gonna make it, whatever. And I thought,
you weren't gonna make it.
Let's look at the text messages.
He wasn't gonna make it.
I'm gonna go to the text.
They close at 11:15
I'm gonna go to the fucking text. I'm gonna go to the fucking text right now. I'm gonna go to the fucking text right now. I'm gonna see.
I went without you because I wasn't gonna miss the burger. I got there at 11. I asked if my friend could come if he makes it in 10
I said,
minutes.
bro, I'm
They said
dying
no.
at 10:46.
It was delicious, Chad.
You were trying to get into the meet at Au Cheval or what? They closed in 40. Might be cooked. You're a cook. We ain't making that shit. RSVP us to this party, though. I want to see Megan the Stallion. Was she there?
No.
Exactly.
But I got the burger.
Because I didn't go to the party, so Megan was not going. Where are you? Are you meeting fans or what? Okay. RSVP us to this Meg the Stallion party, or you will get back to your hotel room and find me hung in the living room. Bro, I am dying. I'm killing you, then myself. You took my bags, right? Anyway, that's it. That's enough. I don't know if there's anything compromising in those text messages afterwards. So then this fucking piece of shit sends me a photo, bro. Sends me a photo of the bird. Sends me a goddamn photo because he is a selfish rat, okay?
You literally weren't gonna make it.
And he said, best burg of my, might have been the best burgie I've had in my life, not gonna lie. I said I would go. And then he tries to fucking talk about all this. And then he has the audacity to be like, yo, RSVP me for the Funny or Die party. How did you get in?
I pulled some strings.
You charlatan. You charlatan.
Swear you said this word for word watching Obama? I did. I did say this word for word. And this person follows me. Watching Obama speak always leaves me feeling so empty inside because he's so charismatic. I mean, this is a commonly shared opinion. It's not like just mine. He could have been a generationally transformative candidate like FDR and instead used it to secure Netflix deals. I think it's been really cool to see how many people there, higher up than expected, actually do think like us, including those in media who've just been sidelined by the administration. The administration is inevitably coming from old age. Okay, you have to also remember something. I keep telling y'all all the time that, like, I have friends in media. You know I have friends in media. I have like-minded individuals that are wonderful. They're brilliant. They do phenomenal work in investigative reporting. And I tell you all the time that there's probably staffers out there that watch as well. You know, they're a little limited by their, I guess, you know, what their career looks like and what their bosses want to do. What is the calculus by the DNC to reject her? Scared of her going off script? Yes. Racism. And also that. Okay, let me explain something to you. It's because they personally understand that what they are doing, what they are committing to is truly inhumane. The Democratic Party's contributions to the Palestinian plight is so goddamn openly inhumane that they are fearful that even if there's a Palestinian who's willing and able to endorse them, they still can't trust it because they know how fucked up that shit is. I heard there's a possibility that they reverse that decision, chance of that actually happening. I don't know, but I did see some positives. I saw that the UAW tweeted out something in support. AOC came out in support of it as well, and many other Democrats and those who are inside of the Democratic Party's infrastructure were in support of this decision as well. It makes sense because it's ridiculous not to fucking do this thing. What do you think about AOC saying, people saying AOC's only coming out in support to save face after endorsing Biden? I don't think she's being disingenuous, but a lot of people on social media seem to think so. Yeah, they're on social media, dog. I don't care. That's it. Like, you know, yeah, I don't care that people in Hoscord or I don't care that people on social media are like, AOC's fake, she's phony. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? You're not pushing, you're not moving the needle in that direction. They're turning on Ilhan too. Twitter leftists are so useless. Yeah, I don't care, dude. I don't care, okay? I don't. Please, stop bringing up random, irrelevant shit, okay? After I talk to Ilhan Omar or AOC, I'm sure there will be so many fucking viral tweets about how I have sold out to the Zionist lobby. Alongside AOC, alongside Ilhan Omar, which is even more laughable than fucking AOC. And they'll go crazy hard on Twitter. But the reality is, they will stay on fucking Twitter. It is a cesspit of some of the deepest forms of radicalization. Now, having said that, I also understand why people have this opinion about AOC. I get it. I mean, if you're talking about Ilhan Omar, that's ridiculous. But I understand why people are like, oh, AOC, she's like, is she phony? We have been hurt before. Obama is a great example of someone who presented himself as a champion of progress, okay, as a progressive warrior. And then when it actually came down to putting in the work, he nullified the progressive momentum in this country. People are worried that AOC is going to be a repeat of that. People are also understandably upset in terms of like the way AOC is communicated on this issue. Here is Alana Zaitchik says, Rachel and John deserved every second on that stage. I also believe Palestinian American voices deserve to be heard on that stage. I'd love to hear from Rua for Georgia, and I hope the DNC will give her the chance to be heard. So Rua, Representative Rua Roman, is a Georgia state representative. She's Palestinian, and she has a speech. She has a speech that she like vetted by the DNC as far as I understand. The Uncommitted campaign basically put forward a bunch of Palestinian Americans that are inside of the Democratic Party. Like, these aren't outsiders, okay? These are people who have literally committed their entire fucking lives to working within the Democratic Party machine. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, these are not, you know, black bloc anarchists or whatever the fuck, okay? These are just people who are Democrats, who happen to be Palestinian. These are people who are Democrats, who happen to be Muslim. These are people who are Democrats who happen to be Arab. And it's kind of nutty that the Democratic Party is so openly snubbing them. Like, these are the most conciliatory people to the Democratic Party, the party that is currently actively bombing their family members. Here's someone outside the DNC barking at randos. Okay, shut the fuck up, dude. I saw this. I mean, I didn't see this. I lived it. So this is what I wanted to talk about. Hey, love the hat. You know I wasn't the... Yeah, he said, hey, man, how about you protest with us? There was a pro-Palestinian protester outside the DNC when we were walking out to go to the CHAPO show. And he said, hey, man, how about you protest with us instead of being inside selling out? Okay. Protest, yes. So I responded to him. I said, he's right. Shut the fuck up, dude. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I shouldn't be maxing out my influence here by directly telling American politicians that Israel is committing a genocide. And instead I should be yelling at random fucking DNC staffers that are walking out. What they're doing is meaningful. What they're doing is correct. But if you don't understand what I'm doing in here for the same exact fucking cause, like interviewing the uncommitted movement this morning, you're just a fucking idiot, okay? Shut the fuck up. We need more leftist infighting? Yeah, I know. Anyway, the point I was going to make is he said you sold out, right? Like, you're in there, which just like that other fucking dumbass chatter. So, obviously, I'm not going to fucking sit here and take it. Yesterday, right? I say, I was at the protest yesterday, right? Like, I was at the protest 1 day ago, brother. Wait, I'm sorry, what did you say? I think he says something along the lines of like, you're a sellout. You're a sellout. Something like that. Wait, I'm 1 day ago, brother. Wait, I'm sorry, what did you say? Get out of here? You think I'm your fucking enemy? You think I am against Palestinian emancipation? Honestly, Get the fuck out of here. Fucking He said, honestly, no. As soon as I walked up. Child. What do you mean, honestly, no? Why are you chirping at me then? Don't call me a fucking child. Because you're being a fucking child. Be an adult. Think clearly. Dumbass. Oh, he does. And I agree with him. So why the fuck's he yelling at me? Hey, what's up? Sure.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Have a good one. The other guy said he has free speech. I say, yeah. That's another protester, by the way. That's another pro-Palestinian protester. That was a passionate moment, and I reacted in the worst way possible. Because guess what, dude? Guess what? That guy, he's doing something that I myself do, and I want all of you to do as well. He's out there standing, putting his fucking body out there, putting his body on the line, putting his life on the line, putting his career prospects on the line, and he is outside of the Democratic National Convention yelling at those who are unwilling to hear the very reasonable demands people are making. Ceasefire. No more weapons transfers to Israel. These are incredibly reasonable demands. And he's doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, him yelling at me is stupid, but who gives a fuck? I should have more discipline. And you guys should not make fun of him either. Because at the end of the day, he's doing something that I want all of you to do, which is go out there and fucking protest. Like, I'm not gonna fucking sit here and chirp about a dude who literally took the time out of his day and got his girlfriend to go and fucking sit outside, park his ass outside the goddamn DNC to chirp at people who are leaving the fucking DNC. That is, he's doing the right thing, okay? He's applying pressure. Disciplining Records is good. If he's serious about advocating for the left, he will grow and mature from it. Records are poison the movements. Your initial instincts were correct. I know, but I think he could have been handled in a better way, and I'm not going to fucking yell at him that much, okay? It's obviously when someone says, bro, you're selling out. It's the same principle behind like yelling at fucking Ilhan Omar. Yelling at like the uncommitted delegates, like they sold out, they're inside. They still want to reason with the Democratic Party. It's like, no, dude. Every successful civil rights movement has always had multiple prongs, multiple different approaches. There's an MLK side to it. There's a Malcolm X side to it. You can't be yelling at people who are trying to move the needle in the right direction. You can't be yelling at people and chirping at people on Twitter when their job is like when they're trying to use to the best of their ability with what they have to advance this struggle, to speak on Palestinian emancipation, You can't be fucking chirping at those people for doing that. Every single person has a unique set of skills, right? It's kind of similar to people in the chat being like, bro, I can't believe you sold out to the DNC. You're in there, you're being a shill, right? Like, why aren't you out there protesting? It's no different than when people say, Hasan, if you're such a fucking socialist, why don't you literally like stop what you're doing, right? Why don't you stop what you're doing, what you've done so far, and instead of like being an advocate, instead of having this platform, like go fucking start a co-op, which I did, but you know, for a podcast, so it's different. Like, why don't you go do that? And obviously, this is my skill set. This is what I'm good at. So I'm using what I'm good at to literally fucking advance these causes that I care about. That's how it works. But ultimately, you should never break solidarity. That's the way I think about it. That's what I believe. As long as people are genuinely putting the effort, I think it's so stupid to just turn around and criticize one another over like aesthetic choices. Iman Abdel Hadi, assistant professor, sociologist, columnist in the Indies Times Mags, says successful movements have radical, progressive, and moderate flanks. We need people working inside the Democratic Party, and we need grassroots organizers, and we need protesters. Find your position and play it. But don't fight your teammates because they play a different position. Some people play defense, some people play offense, someone is the goalie. You know what I mean? Imagine the goalie's like, I'm not a striker, I don't get all the fucking glory, fuck this guy. That's what it feels like sometimes. The way people react. Apparently Joe Rogan is more reliable than you. The new media bias thing came out. Is this for real? There's no way, dude. There is no fucking way. Contains misleading info. You want to know something that Donnie told me? Donnie fucking reached out to the Poynter Institute guy who called me a misinformer on the New York Times. Okay, I think this list is from them. Donnie reached out to him. And he asked the question, so what's up? Like you said, this HASANABI fellow is a misinformer. You said that on the New York Times. And he reached out to the fucking Poynter Institute guy who made that statement on the New York Times. And you know what he said? Nothing. He was like, do you have any moments? Like, do you have any evidence to back this up? He was like, no. I just kind of put it out there. That's what he fucking said. That is what he said. How fucking crazy is that? How fucking nuts is that, bro? How fucking nuts is that? This motherfucker went on the New York Times to be like, yo, Hasan fucking lies just like the right-wingers do. You know, he lies like the best of them. So he's the fucking misinfo guy, it turns out. Bro, I'm lower ranked than fucking Fox News, bro. I'm lower ranked than Joe Rogan. What is this? What is this media bias chart, bro? I mean, nobody cares about this shit, so it doesn't really matter, but it is pretty funny that the first time I'm actually mentioned on the media bias chart, they put me below selective, incomplete, unfair persuasion, propaganda, or other issues. And on the right, I'm under Joe Rogan. Like Joe Rogan, Red Scare Podcast, Ben Shapiro, The Ingram Angle, Project Veritas. Project Veritas. I am the equivalent of InfoWars. Like, this has got to be a fucking DGG guy who wrote this list, I assume, to just be like, oh, he's the... Dog, I'm lower than Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, and all of the, like, National Review, Newsmax, OAN. I'm lower than OAN. What the fuck? Bro, they're so crazy. Breitbart is here? New York Post and Breitbart are here? Okay, this... Come on, dog. Throw this list in the fucking trash. What the fuck? This is the word. This list is a trash list. These people are on crack, bro. Epoch Times. Breitbart is above Pod Save America. So wait, who is like an actual left-wing, like hyper-partisan left, strong left, skews left? So like me and Chapo are on the most left you can be, right? Revolutionary Left Radio is the most extreme left. I think it's crazy that they put me below, like they're saying like InfoWars, OAN, and HASANABI, like two sides of the same coin. I'm sorry, dude. Honest to God, I don't think any singular human being legitimately believes this.